Well, here it is, people, the BlackBerry Storm, the first touchscreen BlackBerry headed to the Verizon network on November 21st. Let's check it out. Looking at the hardware, you've got a beautiful display here, which looks fantastic indoors and out. Now, the display is one gigantic button. In order to select things, or basically hit an OK button, you have to push against the screen itself and move the entire screen as a button. You'll feel it click and hear it click, which provides feedback to the user so you know you've pressed it. Other than the screen, you've got 4 controlling buttons here along the bottom. We've got the send and end keys, the typical BlackBerry key, and back key that we see on many BlackBerries. Also, along the very top, you've got a locking key here, which is flush with the top surface of the phone, and the mute key, which is also flush with the top surface of the phone. Looking at the left side, you've got a application key here. Out of the box, this application key will launch the voice command feature. You've also got a micro SD port for charging and data transfer. On the right side of the phone, you've got another application key, and out of the box, this one is dedicated to the camera. So you can use that to launch the camera as well as to take pictures. And we've got the volume toggle here, as well as zooming functions for the camera, and a full 3.5mm headset jack. On the back of the Storm, you'll see the 3.2 megapixel camera with autofocus and the LED flash, which, by the way, is very, very bright. Now, one quick thing we want to show you on the back, under the back cover, is 8GB micro SD card that will come already installed with the phone, a nice large battery, and a SIM card with Verizon Wireless logo on it. Didn't think you'd ever see a Verizon Wireless SIM card, did you? Well, there it is. Now, the SIM card does need to be activated if you want to roam with the Storm onto foreign GSM networks when traveling abroad. So that's a quick spin around the hardware. What about that juicy brand new touchscreen? This is the basic home screen of the Storm. You've got 8 menu items preloaded here, and if you want to reach the full menu, you can either press the BlackBerry key or just press in the center of the screen itself, and you'll see the full menu show up. You can use your thumb or finger to scroll around the menu, and using the BlackBerry key again will let you alter the menu, move things around, hide the different applications, things that you don't want cluttering up your desktop. So that's the basic menu structure of the Storm. Let's take a look at some of the features. You're probably anxious to see how the Storm handles messaging, so let's make that our first stop. Opening up the messaging center, you'll see all your messages lumped into one place. We happen to have a text message going here. You can see it has a SureType QWERTY keyboard when it's in portrait mode. Let's give that a quick test for typing. How did I do? Well, it looks like I made a mistake even with the software correction on. Turning the phone on its side will automatically shoot it over to full QWERTY mode. Let's see how I do on this. Again, not perfect, but we're only missing one letter this time instead of a couple. Now, there is software prediction on both the SureType and full QWERTY keyboard. I do have to say, typing on a keyboard like this is a little weird. You do have to physically push the screen to get it to register the clicks, and it just takes some getting used to. I'm sure you could hear the clicking as I was going along. I'm not a fan from the start, but I'm not saying that it wouldn't grow on me over time. I'm sure other users won't have any problem with it. Rotating the phone again will bring it back into the standard mode once the accelerometer stops lagging and kicks in, and you can send the message on its merry way. One place the Storm has been very much improved compared to previous generations of BlackBerry devices is in media playback. Let's jump into the media menu, which you can see is similar to what we've seen on devices such as the Bold or the Pearl Flip. Let's look at our music collection real quick. From here you can make adjustments to the way the music player works, and I'm very happy to report that if we open the options, you'll see that there's an equalizer here, so you can actually make some adjustments to the way the sound is. There's also an audio boosts feature, which will basically make the device louder in headsets. Looking at our artists, you can see it's a pretty typical MP3 player type menu. You can scroll around. If we decide to open up some Dream Theater, we'll see the track list here, and clicking on a track will begin to play it, and we'll get to see album art and all that type of nice stuff. So that's the way the music player looks, and of course you can interact with your playlists by touching the BlackBerry key. Jumping back out to the media menu again, we can take a look at our pictures. We'll look at all pictures, and you can see some very lame images that we shot earlier today. If we choose to load one of them, we'll see a nice sharp picture of my computer keyboard. And once we have the picture loaded, hitting the BlackBerry key again will let you interact with your pictures as well as do some editing. You can also choose to swipe around if you wish to interact, and you can see there's a little bit of a lag and delay there. It's a little bit slow. We found the software to be a little bit slow, and you can also push the button if you want to advance to the next picture as well. Again, you can see a little bit of a delay there. So that is the gallery software. Let's take a look at the camera itself. We'll push and hold the dedicated camera key. You can take pictures in landscape or portrait mode, and since we're holding the phone upright, it defaulted to portrait. The BlackBerry key, again, is your way to adjust the options of the camera, which you can see are, reasonable list, what you would see on most feature phones these days. And simply pressing the button will focus and shoot the picture. You can see that focused fairly quickly and save the picture. Once you've taken the picture, you've got some options here and can automatically zoom in or send it off as a message. So let's look at the camera and gallery software. The Storm will be one of the first BlackBerries to be able to access the BlackBerry Application Center. A preview of the Application Center has been loaded here on the device. You can see a number of different applications that are in here. They aren't installed. These are links to these applications. If we choose to download them, we can. The Application Center is not fully live yet. Verizon told us that it will be live in early December. But you can use this to browse applications and download them and install them on the phone. Of course, we can't forget making phone calls. Pushing the green send key will bring up the phone dialer. So there we go, that's the dialer. This is the default view. When you push the green button, you'll get the number pad and screen for filling in digits. If you want to look at your call log, you would hit the button there, and if you want to open your contacts list, you would press that button there. The calling and contact applications are pretty much unchanged compared to previous generations of BlackBerry. Contact application will go in that real quick, and you'll see it looks pretty much the same as on current BlackBerries. We'll open this fake version of myself, and you can see it's basically the same type of stuff, and if you use the BlackBerry key, you get the same options that you would get on a normal BlackBerry for messaging. Once you've chosen the number you want to call, hit the green send key again, and it will initiate the call. And we'll just show you how the Storm looks when it's in a call. You've got 4 basic software buttons here, turning on the speakerphone, muting it, adding another line, as well as flashing to an incoming call. Along the bottom of the screen, you can see some options. This will bring up the dial pad, the notes, take you back home, your calendar, and your contacts application. So nice to be able to have all those things while you are on a phone call. Being a BlackBerry, the Storm has lots of familiar things about it. It's compatible with basically almost every email system known to mankind, and will integrate with your business's systems and services quite naturally. It's a good device. It feels good in your hand. Some people may have issues phones adapting to the clickable screen, but I can understand why Research in Motion chose to go that route rather than have a capacitive touchscreen. So in all, the BlackBerry Storm makes some serious strides, and I don't hesitate at all in calling it one of the best BlackBerries that Research in Motion has ever made.